Question number 161. Membrane-bound receptors are required for action by, and the options are cortisol, testosterone, epinephrine and progesterone. And the correct answer to this question is option number 3, epinephrine. Epinephrine and norepinephrine are amino acid derivatives, and they interact with membrane-bound receptors and perform their optimal activity by activating secondary messengers. On the other hand, other three options, cortisol, testosterone and progesterone, are the incorrect options because these hormones are steroidal in nature and they can directly pass the membrane and interact with intracellular receptors. So, steroidal hormones interact with intracellular receptors for their optimal activity. So the correct answer is option number 3. Let's discuss our next question. Question number 162. Disease not related with hypersecretion of hormone from adrenal cortex is, and the options are adrenal virilism, Conn's syndrome, Cushing's syndrome and Addison's disease. And the correct answer to this question is option number 4, Addison's disease. Because Addison's disease is caused due to deficiency of glucocorticoids and mineralocorticoids. So Addison's disease is because of the hyposecretion. Whereas rest of the options, adrenal virilism, Conn's syndrome and Cushing syndrome, cannot be the correct answers because these are caused by hypersecretion of hormone from adrenal cortex. An excess secretion of sex corticoids produces adrenal virilism during childhood. Whereas excessive secretion of aldosterone from an adrenal cortical tumor, mainly tumor of zona glomerulosa, causes Conn's syndrome. While a tumor of the adrenal cortex may secrete too much of cortisol, producing Cushing's syndrome. So these are the incorrect options, and the correct answer to this question is option number 4. Let's discuss our next question. Question number 163. In human beings and fruit fly, chromosome number in myocytes are respectively, and the options are 23, 4, 46 and 8, 12 and 46, 8 and 23. And as you can see here, chromosome number in myocytes, which are diploid, whereas in gametes, which are haploid. In humans, the chromosome number in myocytes is 46 and in gamete is 23, whereas in fruit fly, chromosome number in myocyte is 8, whereas in gametes, the chromosome number is 4. So the correct answer to this question is option number 2. In human beings and fruit fly, chromosome number in myocyte are 46 and 8. Let's discuss rest of the options. First option is 23 and 4. This cannot be a correct answer to our question because 23 and 4 are the chromosome number in gametes of humans and fruit fly. And the next option is 12 and 46, and this cannot be a correct answer because 12 is the chromosome number in myocytes of housefly, whereas 46 is the chromosome number in myocytes of humans. And the last option is 8 and 23, and this cannot be a correct answer because 8 is the chromosome number in myocytes of fruit fly, but 23 is the chromosome number in gametes of humans. So the correct answer to this question is option number 2. Let's discuss our next question. Question number 164. Read the given statements. Statement A. Umbilical cord carries only fetal blood, and this is a true statement because it only carries fetal blood. The next statement is statement B. Structure which connects fetus to placenta is umbilical cord, and this is also a true statement because umbilical cord is a structure which has a connecting link between mother and fetus. So it connects fetus to placenta. Now choose the correct option. The very first option is both statements are incorrect. This cannot be a correct answer. Second option is statement A is incorrect. This cannot be a correct answer because both the statements are correct. Third option is only statement B is correct. So this cannot be a correct answer because both statements A and B are correct. And the last option is both statements are correct. And this is a correct answer to our question. So the correct answer is option number 4. Let's discuss our next question. Question number 165. During oogenesis, meiosis 1 in a female is completed in, within, respectively. Now select the option which fill the blanks correctly. And the options given are secondary oocyte within tertiary follicle, primary oocyte within tertiary follicle, primary oocyte within Graafian follicle, in secondary oocyte within Graafian follicle? And the correct answer to this question is option number 2, that during oogenesis, meiosis 1 in female is completed in primary oocyte within tertiary follicle. Primary oocyte within a tertiary follicle grows in size and completes its first meiotic division at puberty. It is an unequal division which results in the formation of a large haploid secondary oocyte and a tiny first polar body. And then this tertiary follicle changes into mature follicle or Graafian follicle. So option number 4, secondary oocyte in Graafian follicle, cannot be a correct answer because the secondary oocyte is formed after completion of meiosis 1 and gets arrested at meiosis 2. First option, secondary oocyte in tertiary follicle, cannot be a correct answer because meiosis 1 completes in primary oocyte within tertiary follicle and not in secondary oocyte. Meiosis 2 completes in secondary oocyte. And third option, primary oocyte in Graafian follicle, is an incorrect option because after completion of meiosis 1 in primary oocyte, tertiary follicles gets changed into mature follicle or Graafian follicle. So the correct answer to this question is option number 2. Let's discuss our next question.